Cocoa cost. Cocoa sector update. Market fluctuations, production trends, and policy adjustments. The first week of November saw significant shifts in the global cocoa market, with production and pricing trends reflecting both regional and international developments. Here's a comprehensive look at recent key events and their implication. November 6 and 7, post-election market impact. Following Donald Trump's election win, commodities faced a downturn on November 6 as a stronger US dollar made dollar-priced commodities more expensive. Cocoa futures on the ICE, New York, and London exchanges sharply declined, with New York down by 4.43% and London by 3.10%. This decline was partially attributed to an accelerated cocoa harvest in the Ivory Coast. However, on November 7th, cocoa, coffee, and sugar futures rebounded in what appeared to be a market correction, with London and New York prices increasing by 5% and 4% respectively. Production and arrivals in Ivory Coast and Ghana. In the top cocoa producing nations, production and delivery to ports have shown contrasting trends. Ivory Coast. Cocoa arrivals reached 365,000 metric tons by November 3rd, a 26% increase from last season. This includes 35,000 tons delivered to Abidjan and 45,000 tons to San Pedro, with total arrivals up from 63,000 tons during the same period last year. Cocoa arrivals in Ivory Coast are anticipated to reach 1 million metric tons by January 2024. However, recent rains could lead to rot and fungal diseases, potentially impacting yields after December. Ghana. Production has remained low, with reports of farmers hoarding beans awaiting a price increase promised by now Vice President Mahamadou Bawumia. Ghana's board cocoa board faces pressures from farmers and reduced output, having lost over two-thirds of its cocoa to smuggling. In response, Ghana recently increased the producer price to 3,100 Ghanaian cedi per 64 kilogram bag, providing additional financial support to farmers. November 4th. Funding model and economic adjustments in Ghana. In response to high interest rates on previous loans, Ghana launched a new funding model for bean purchases. This model mandates global traders to deposit 60% of contract values up front, potentially saving cocoa board over $150 million in interest. This shift aims to stabilize the cedi and strengthen its reserves, which were previously pressured by loan repayments. Stock levels and price implications. Global cocoa stockpiles are notably low, contributing to bullish price trends. ICE monitored inventories in the US ports fell to a 19-year low on November 4th, down to 1,747,511 bags, signaling robust demands against tight supply. European grindings are similarly low, reflecting cautious demand. Weather impacts, balancing rains and risks. Weather has played a critical role this season, with heavy rains raising concerns of pod damage and rot. Despite this, moderate rainfall may boost crop production, balancing the risk of fungal diseases. Abdul Mahid Mumuni, head of CocoaBot's Cocoa Health Division, reports healthy crop yield with productive trees in southern Ghana, though there is caution over potential black pod outbreaks. Price movements November 8th and 9th. On November 8th, New York cocoa prices dropped by 3%, while London remained stable. However, with Ghana's recent price hike and potential increased output, markets may see upward price adjustments in the coming weeks. Additionally, Hershey's Food reported disappointing quarterly results due to high cocoa prices and economical challenges, highlighting the impact of cocoa prices volatility on manufacturers. For a future outlook, the coming months will be pivotal, as Ghana's upcoming presidential election, December 7th, could influence further policy adjustments. With cocoa arrivals expected to rise and the risk of crop diseases looming, global cocoa markets are raised for continued volatility, as West African nations implement new measures to support farmers and stabilize their economies. Stakeholders are closely watching production trends, stock levels, and global dynamics. With the recent increase of the farmer pay in Ghana, the next couple of weeks could see an increase in the cocoa futures price.